Ladies and gentlemen, I am super excited for today's video. Today, I am going to be interviewing one of my good friends and actually the #1 Ironman player here on Hypixel Skyblock. They have achieved a lot of things that no other Ironman player has achieved yet. Obviously, the Ironman game mode is slowly but surely growing and a lot more people are starting to play it more. HS Fearless is one of those players who took the grind on head on and honestly just completely destroyed the entire game mode. He has better stats than I have on my main, and I've been playing for 4 times as long as him. So in today's video, we're going to be interviewing him, asking him some questions about some of his grinds, and honestly just getting to know the #1 Ironman player. I'm super excited for this. If this is your first time watching one of my videos and you are not yet subscribed, consider doing so. It doesn't cost you a single thing and you can change your mind at absolutely any time. Also, HS Fearless has recently been streaming and grinding all of his Ironman content on his YouTube channel, so I'm going to link it down below. He's honestly getting really close to 1,000 subs, so if we could go over there and give him the boost, just comment on one of his videos saying, hey, Zach sent me. I'm sure that would definitely make his day, and leave a little subscription so we can get him to 1K subs. So without further ado, let's jump right into this interview. So I am currently joined by HS Fearless. How are you doing, man?
Hello, I'm currently standing in between my beautiful golden treats here.
Quite the flex, quite the flex. It's a nice image we got you in here, but it looks good. I mean, clearly you do your spooky events, it's safe to say, but yeah, that's it. I'm kind of, I don't even have one of those on my main profile, so I'm just gonna pretend I don't see them. But man, you are the #1 Ironman player. I don't care what anyone says. I know HS Fearless as a friend. This guy is the #1 Ironman player, and he is so cracked. We're gonna be talking about kind of his journey here on Hypixel Skyblock so far, and kind of some of the stuff he's been up to, man. So if you're down for that, let's get right into it. So HS Fearless, I have a few questions for you today. The first one being, what made you want to do an Ironman profile in the first place?
Well, I have quite a history with RuneScape in the past, and it having a Ironman game mode. And because I got burned out of the game real fast, I came back to Skyblock. A couple of weeks later, I noticed that there is an Ironman game mode, and I got pretty excited. Checked it out, and apparently I'm quite addicted to Ironman when it comes to Skyblock.
I think that's
I've been
safe to say. I've seen quite a few of your like 18-hour streams, so I think it's safe to say you're a little bit addicted, man. But how long have you been playing for?
I've been playing for about 6 months now. At least that's what the profile is, and I have accumulated about 1,900 hours on the profile so far.
That's insane. Within 6 months, that's actually insane. That's those are definitely some respectable numbers. And in fact, the biggest thing that makes me say that you're the #1 Ironman player, makes a lot of people say that, is you actually have max skill average now on your profile. Is that correct?
If you don't count carpentry, yes, I do.
I thought we weren't going to talk about carpentry today, Fearless. Oh my goodness. Don't worry. I don't count that as a skill. You'll get that eventually, I'm sure. But yeah, otherwise your skill average 55 on your Ironman, which is insane. I mean, I watched you grind it out all on YouTube, and it's been quite the journey to watch. And I've got to ask, what was your favorite skill that you had fun actually leveling up?
Probably mining.
Really?
I know it sounds crazy. It comes back to nostalgia. When I was still playing old school RuneScape, mining was by far my most favorite. And after the Dwarven mines, it felt so similar. I just couldn't like that. I loved the update, and I grinded it out with pleasure.
I've got to say, it was a really good mining update, and I enjoyed it too on my main profile, and kind of getting into that on my Ironman now. But yeah, mining 60, that I still have quite a ways to go. But not only did you do that, I remember watching you get forging 50. Is it safe to say that that was your least favorite skill, or what would you say your least favorite one was?
Forging is one of my favorite skills.
Really?
I
Okay,
know, sounds
wow.
crazy, but no, listen. When it comes to farming, I don't want to have any more conversations. It's by far the worst out of the worst.
Really?
Farming, especially on stream, I can't do anything else but just look at my screen and interact with the people who are watching. And it's doing that for 12 hours a day for a whole 10 days. It's not a fun experience.
Yeah, I do understand that. It's one of my lowest skills on my main profile. It's something I need to get up, so I do understand that farming is quite the nuisance, but honestly, kind of surprised you enjoy forging. So when it comes to completing things on Ironman profile, Mr. Fearless, you have completed a lot of things, and you've just happened to be first in them. So really quickly, let's talk about the 2 skills that you were the first Ironman player to ever max out.
Well, I was the first one to max out mining, which is not really surprising as I do love the skill. And along the grind, the last skill that I had to max was fishing, and apparently I was the first one to do that as well.
That's crazy. And you also leveled up a bunch of level 100 fishing pets along the way too, didn't you?
Yeah, the XP shares really helped me out. I got myself a level 100 baby yeti
Jeez.
and a whale. And of course, all you haters, I am a flying fish gang guy. Yeah, that no dolphin. My dolphin is still below level 80. I hate the pet. Do enjoy my flying fish though.
It's good to know. So after completing those skills, you actually did a lot of Slayer grinding. And so just tell us a little bit about that.
Well, back when Ironman kind of started out, there weren't really decent combat grinders as we couldn't access floor 6 that easily or do Ghost. So a lot of us stuck with Revenants, and I was the one who stuck with them the most, I guess. And I reached Revenant 9 pretty early. Lasted quite a while, being number 1 in Slayers for quite a bit. And after that, I maxed Aatrox. I kind of maxed every other Slayer because I do like the gold bars. Seeing all the 999 Slayers. Also, on my journey, I did manage to pick up myself an Overflux, made that into a Plasma later.
That is
Maybe.
such a flex. Oh my goodness. Iron Man player with a plasma flux. And so correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you were the first person to get the plasma flux, but I believe now you're one of two who actually have
Yeah.
that item, which is just insane. It's such a good looking orb. I want to get my hands on one so bad, but obviously I'm nowhere close to that. But one day, one day. So just by looking at your plasma flux, I can tell that you've gone and seen Scorpius a couple times perhaps. And so is there anything else that you managed to pick up while going to a darker auction?
Well, I had quite big ambitions for Scorpius, and me and a couple of friends were discussing on the prices that all the items will have. Apparently, it didn't really work out. Hegemony rose up massively in price, and I had to put in really high hours to grab myself the Hegemony, and sadly didn't get to buy anything else that I planned. But I do have a fancy talisman and hold the highest talisman count of all the Ironman at the moment.
That's insane. Yeah, so I believe you're first place in terms of just unique amount of talismans that you have. Also in terms of just there's a lot of talismans in the game that need to be leveled up through different tiers and stuff. And so I believe you're also the highest in that regard if I'm not wrong.
Yep, when it comes to completion, I'm pretty sure there is no one that has completed more than 93% of the talismans.
That's insane. So we already talked about your pets as well as your skills and your talisman. Let's quickly talk about some of the armor sets that you've gotten so far on your Iron Man profile.
Well, I've gotten quite a bit of them. Probably my proudest one is my Elegant Tuxedo and a Crown of Greed. I really tried hard for the set, but sadly the new boss caps make this irrelevant, so it still has sentimental value, but I never use it anymore. I do have Necron to replace the sadness, and I do have picked up Shadow Assassin before it. Picked up a bunch of Necron sets actually. I have Storm. I have also another 2 Wither sets that I will turn into Goldora and Maxor to have all the 4 sets.
That's crazy. That's so cool seeing on Iron Man. Oh my goodness. For someone who's I'm only doing floor 2s on my Iron Man right now. And so to see like all these Wither sets is just honestly it's such a flex, man. Congrats on those. But yeah, that's insane. So obviously you have accomplished a ton on this profile to date, but let's quickly talk about what are your future grinds on your Iron Man profile.
Currently, I am working on a little project of mine called the completion log to mark every single item in the game, and I'm gonna be working on filling up the whole log by collecting every single item in the game, also including every pet, every minion, pretty much everything the game has to offer. I want to dip my toe in. I just want to experience and grind through every single thing the Skyblock has.
That's crazy. That is going to be such a mission, but to see that on Iron Man profile is going to be one of the coolest things ever. So I can't wait for you to start working towards that properly. And currently at the moment, actually, I believe you're working towards a sword of sorts.
I am. I am on the hunt for a shiny stick from a very special mob in the game. It hasn't dropped me yet.
On that grind for Hyperion, do you plan on getting a Hyperion, a Valkyrie, or are you going to try and get all 4 of them?
I do plan on grabbing 2 of the swords to have a Valkyrie and a Hyperion. All the other handles I get, if I do get lucky, I do plan on grabbing and giving away to my stream though.
That's crazy. Well, you heard it there. You better go watch some of the streams. That's insane. That is quite the giveaway. You know for sure I'll be there, Fearless. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been HS Fearless. Thank you so much for joining me today for this interview, Fearless. Really, I do appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad to be able to stay up 5 hours after my bedtime to do this.
Well, I definitely appreciate the fact that you did. But if you guys want to go ahead and watch Fearless continue his Iron Man grind, I'm going to link his YouTube channel down below. So make sure you go ahead and show him some love. Tune into the streams because, you might just see me there. I'm there quite often. So yeah, just say hi in this chat, and hope to see you guys there. So there you have it. Hopefully you guys did end up enjoying today's interview. Let me know if you have any other crazy players that you'd love me to talk to. Honestly, I really enjoy these types of videos. I get to know a little bit more about different aspects of the community that I didn't know about before, and hopefully you guys learn a thing or two as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out HS Fearless, link down below. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, and without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and peace out.